Left that big job in my 20s to become an entrepreneur. Everyone said I would fail, but I got winner in my core. Sold my company to private equity and the money poured. I got millions times galore. Not bad for a kid from Schaumburg, right? 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000 self-made, ballin' filthy paid. Gave myself a raise, left the naysayers amazed. When I went up 2,000%, 2,000% raise, 2,000%.
All right, this next one, I recognize this name. I have not spoken to this guy. I shit you not. I have not spoken to this guy since 5th grade, assuming it's the same Matthew Candle. We were really good friends, 4th and 5th grade, and actually I remember sleeping over at his house one day and putting my rear end through his basement window, and his parents not being very happy with me about that. Him and I, we were at the high school and junior high together, but we didn't really, I don't think we had any classes together. He didn't really play any sports. Always just a likable dude, though. And I did hear through the grapevine that he had a business, so I'm really interested to hear about this one. It's motorized window treatments. Let's hear. And by the way, you know, these strangers coming at me at Instagram is one thing, but when you get people like this that I didn't even realize was following me, it's kind of makes you feel pretty good about yourself. All right, Matthew, what do you got here, buddy?
My name is Matthew Candle, and my company is Motorized Window Treatments, and a shameless plug, I went to school with John. We offer a specialized service in the window treatment industry with a focus on everyday ease of life. I found a niche business that works for homeowners, restaurants, and businesses. What we do is simple. We perfected a turnkey measure, installation, motorization, and cut down business for blinds, shades, shutters, and drapes. What I want to do is make the company's primary focus to be our motorization retrofit and cut down services, as I know these two would allow us to branch out nationwide. We have the policies, the procedures, and the structured retrofit documentation in place. What I want is also simple. Help to make Motorized Window Treatments a $2 million a year company within a year, a $5 million a year company within the next 5 years, and I want Motorized Window Treatments to be recognized as the go-to name for all home or business owners with a yearly income of $250,000 and a home or business value of $1 million or more.
Here's what I loved about that whole presentation. He knows exactly what he's looking for. He knows exactly who his client is. Homeowners making over $250,000 a year with houses that are worth more than $1 million. That's his client. That's where he's focusing on, which tells me what? That it's an expensive product, probably, right? Expensive products usually have pretty good freaking margins. I don't know shit about this industry. I literally know nothing about this industry other than that I have freaking blinds at my house that are pretty dope. Other than that, I'll tell you this, though, I trust him. I know he's been doing this for a while. I got to think that he might be someone I want to partner with. Is there something I could do other than give him money, though? Is my Instagram maybe going to complement him? Is my other resources or network going to complement his business? The only way I'm moving forward with him is if the answer is yes to those. I'm not just throwing money in and letting me know how it goes. So we will reunite for the first time since I was 12, Matt. Actually, he goes by Matthew. His parents were always very specific. It's not Matt, it's Matthew. All right, Scott Rosoff provides businesses with updated technology, save them money, allow better omni-channel communication to support their customers, quite possibly your platform or exposure and network to market and provide these services into your experience in B2B. All right, he's saying some things that I want to hear. Let's see what his video says. B2B telecom cloud communication platform. Let's see, Scott.
I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. I'd like to be considered for this opportunity to make us both money. My name is Scott Rosoff. I've built a B2B telecom cloud-based software business. We are currently operational, profitable, growing on a monthly basis, and ready to scale. With the right partner and horsepower, there is no limit to the success and growth we can accomplish. I look forward to discussing any questions you have as your future partner. Thanks.
you know, there's definitely a need for cloud-based telecom services. I had one when I had my company. It is, I'm going to imagine once it scales and you get a good critical mass of of customers, it becomes extremely profitable, I'd imagine. Just because once they have infrastructure set up, it's just adding to it and just building the frickin' network bigger and bigger. It's something I know very little about other than being a customer in it though. So I just don't see how I'm going to be able to help. Maybe with business owners promoting it. I don't know. Maybe we have a little bigger talk about it, Scott. I'm going to put that down as a maybe right now. All right, Alex Griff. I like it. He's a firefighter. He wants to get more out of the grind than he currently is getting. He wants a waterfall in his living room, but he does not currently have a business. How are you going to get a waterfall, Alex, with no business? Let's see what let's see what your video says. By the way, anyone who pays attention to my Instagram is going to know I have a thing for cops and firefighters.
I bring nothing to the table as far as having a business. I'm a full-time firefighter. I grind it out, 3-4 side hustles. I've built a few programs, a few businesses from the ground up for somebody. But what I bring to the table is to work with you, work with anybody, and be the hardest grinding person that you had ever met. That's it. Just like to grind. I enjoy the grind. I grind now, but I feel like I'm not getting as much out of that grind that I should be. Okay? So I want to keep grinding, and this is a way to do it. And I want a waterfall in my living room. That's it.
All right. And I want to download Grinder. Here's the thing. This is fucking awesome. I don't know what I have for him to do, but this is the kind of guy. This is the kind of guy you want on your team, right? He knows that he's out there working his ass off, but at the end of the day, you know, he's looking at how much money he has left over, and he knows he can't buy a waterfall with that money, right? And so many W-2 employees, unfortunately, are in this space. Now, luckily for him, if he's a Chicago firefighter at least, he's going to probably have, if they're like the cops, which I assume they are, they got some kind of pension where he's probably going to be able to retire early, and they got a lot of benefits out there that they, that they're going after. I got to think about this. I don't know. I don't want to get him excited and bring him in with nothing really to offer. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna put Alex as a maybe right now. Alex, if I don't call you to bring you in, bro, I really freaking appreciate that, man. Fucking keep grinding. Download Grinder and go from there, buddy. All right, Miguel Salvador, plumbing. Chicago-based plumbing company, did 6 figures last year. Fuck yeah. I'm on my way to double that last year's revenue. I'm growing. It's that fucking simple, John. Let's see what he has to say. Always love it when the videos come in sideways like this, Miguel. What, did a plumber take this, buddy?
I have 3 kids. In 2024, I lost the mother of my first 2 children in 2014. I've always raised my kids. My daughter is becoming a state's attorney currently. I have 2 kids still in elementary or high school. But yeah, I used to do music, I used to do TV, but now I own a plumbing company. Hit 6 figures for the first time last year, and I'm on my way to do even better this year.
All right, so first of all, he's a single dad. I'm a single dad. Love that. This guy's reached out to me before on Instagram. I'm a little bit familiar with him. He's very proud of where his kids are at in life right now as a single dad. As he mentioned, one of them's a state's attorney, and that is a lot to be proud of. And Miguel's given me some background on where he's come from before, and pretty fucking cool. I have a thing for blue-collar businesses, okay? I got some neighbors right here in my neighborhood here that are millionaires building blue-collar businesses, pavement companies, tow truck companies, shit like that. And I think the trades are a great opportunity to make a lot of money by being your own boss. And that's what it sounds like Miguel's doing right now. I'm not sure exactly how I would help him. I think he's on the south side. I'm all the way on the northwest side of Chicago, so I don't know if referrals would be necessarily of interest to him to drive, an hour and a half for. Maybe. But I think we bring Miguel in. All right. And I don't know, Miguel, if your last name is Lopez or Salvador. My apologies. Ryan Blatt. He needs a partner that can assist us in purchasing coffee in bulk, driving down the price, and marketing assistance. Need a partner that can assist us in purchasing coffee in the bulk, driving down the price, and marketing assistance. All right. So he obviously has a coffee company. And before I even watch this video, here's what immediately comes to mind. You should be able to just roll your profits into buying more, typically, right? So they're trying to scale faster than what they have grown into is usually the way I look at stuff like this, but he might prove me wrong. Let's see.
Hey, John. Ryan Blatt from Buffalo Grove, Illinois here. Growing up, I lived two different lives. Outside of my home with all my friends that had more money than the next, showed me life that I could have only dreamed of. And then I lived inside of my home. Deep, deep depths of poverty. Evicted from every house we ever lived in, every car repossessed, lights shut off, water shut off, no food, not knowing where you're going home after dinner. And it's been since I've been in fourth grade that I've been developing the thoughts, what do I need to do to provide a better life for my family later on in life? And that is what's got me today. And that is what's put me in a position to send you this video today to partner together. Let's do it, John. There's only one way to go from here.
I love the energy. I'm going to go back to what his actual business is, though. And again, this is, me being intentionally vague on the ad, but need a partner that could assist us in purchasing coffee in bulk. Ryan, I don't know shit about that, man. I like what you're saying. I have no idea of if making money, if coffee and moving product that way is the way to go. So I just don't think I could be a help of you based on what I see here. I wish you luck, though, man. All right, William Colbert, Fit Copilot.ai addresses a major gap in the fitness industry by enabling true automated customer engagement to be scaled in a cost-effective manner through AI. Of course it does. We're starting with a lead gen tool that delivers personalized workout programming. Now, I'm in a bunch of venture capital deals that are startups, and I got to tell you, all of them that are technology related, when I hear the word AI or anything like that, the problem is it's a great idea, but you ain't the only one fucking doing it. And then it's a race to see who's first. And oftentimes it's whoever raised the most money gets there faster, okay? And then all the early investors just become along for the ride. And by the time it actually exits, all these early investors that put a couple $100,000 in are diluted into fucking oblivion, as Mr. Wonderful would say, and you barely own any of the freaking company anymore, okay? That's what sucks about these deals. But let's see what William has to say and go from there.
Hey, John, Bill Colbert here. I want to take 60 seconds to tell you why you should partner with us for your YouTube show. So 3 reasons: right team, right tech, right time. We have an amazing team with over 100 years of collective experience in the health club industry, with existing business relationships with over 5,000 potential customers. It's going to allow us to cross-sell and introduce our product to people we already have relationships with. Number 2, right tech. We have worked with all of incumbent gym softwares that are out there. We know their limitations, and none of them are approaching the market with what we are capable of doing now. We're going to market as an additive tool for revenue growth, and we're going to be one of, if not the first, to shift customers' budget from human capital investment to software. We're replacing things that are done by people with software powered by AI. And lastly, right time. AI is going to be bigger than the internet itself, and we are poised to grab first mover advantage in the gym and health club industry.
Got it. Bill, you got under the 60 seconds by putting your video in 1.2 speed there, buddy. I saw your little trick there, pal. It goes to what I said earlier. You know, unfortunately, here's the play. You want to sell to Google or Amazon one day if you're one of these companies. Okay, you want to get big enough where Google notices you. Oh shit, I want that technology, and then they buy you. But if they catch it too soon and they look at it like, you know what? Good idea. We're gonna do this shit ourselves. That becomes the damn problem. So you're really raising money and you're racing really against yourself in a way. It's not a road I want to go down. I appreciate that though, Bill. And you're in some cool shit, and I'm sure there's a lot of early stage VCs that you could approach that would be interested in. It does look like a pretty good damn deal, good damn idea. All right, Kenneth Koval, a young entrepreneur who doesn't have much business experience. He's a go-getter, enthusiastic, looking to expand the right way. His wisdom in the business world is something I am looking to absorb. Assuming he's talking about me there. Thanks, Ken. That's what you got here, buddy.
My name's Ken Koval, and I'm the owner of Ken Dogs, which is a mobile food cart business that I started in 2022. My menu consists of the American classic, the hot dog, but I also serve polo sausages, Town tamales, and Italian beefs. I do anything from private parties to corporate events, and I also have a permit to set up at the Indiana Dunes National Park. I am also originally from Chicago, so I do specialize in Chicago-style dogs.
Question to the audience. Is ketchup on a Chicago-style hot dog? Answer after this video.
And I believe I should be nominated for this series because I'm 25 years old. So there's not only a lot for me to learn, but a lot for the viewers to learn as well. I believe the food truck industry is becoming a very popular industry. A lot of money to be made there. And the hot dog business is very fun in itself, especially being at the parks. There's some people that, for whatever reason, never had a Chicago-style dog. So I have the blessing of being able to give them that experience. I appreciate the consideration and look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.
You know, Dick Portillo started Portillo's with his little friggin' hot dog shack, and he sold it a couple years ago for like $1 billion, allegedly, to private equity. So something there. I got to tell you, I like this guy. I like the idea of it. I don't know how much money we could make on this shit, but I'm going to bring him in to talk about it. You know, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, though, he's at the Indiana Dunes State Park. He wants to be on the Chicago beaches. A lot more to navigate, I bet, to get those food trucks, which I haven't gone down that path. So if he's talking about just food trucks and food carts, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get into Chicago, and that's where all the action is on Lake Michigan. God bless him for as far as he's gotten already. And other than being a customer buying his hot dogs, not really sure what I'm going to do to help this guy, but let's bring him in and talk about it. All right, John Click. A real estate deal. Home exposed is like when you expose trolls. I expose trolls on Instagram. It's like when you expose trolls, but with real estate. And when people comment, they don't just drive engagement metrics, they become potential leads. By converting on those leads, we'll start a referral-based real estate business that provides income with almost no overhead. Over time, we could create our own vendor companies to get a larger share of revenue. All right, John Click. I know who you are, John Click. You're a good dude, a smart good dude, and let's see what you have to say here, buddy. If it wasn't clear that he's a realtor, just watch this video and it becomes very clear.
I'm a born and raised Chicagoan, and I've been in real estate my whole life. Real estate is my passion, and the industry is primed for disruption, and I'm ready to go make that happen. As John said, I've identified the niche, and I'm ready to get into it so that we can become rich. I'm not here just to make a brand like this. I'm here to make a new lifestyle. So let's join together, create a business to take advantage and get our cut of the hundreds of billions done in real estate every year with extreme scalability while keeping our overheads low and even having a little bit of fun at the same time. My skill set combined with your skill set would be the perfect match to dominate the real estate market. So what do you say, John?
All right, awesome. This guy's a good dude. He's been in a couple of my events, always the best dressed guy in the room too. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about though. I think it's an app. I'm not really sure what exactly. He's calling it Home Exposed. See, sometimes what happens is people will come across my Instagram and some idea that they just happen to think of one day. They present it to me in a freaking DM. And I don't know if that's what this is or if he actually has a business plan put together and something with substance behind it. We'll find out. Let's bring him in to talk about it. Joseph Kensick. Custom manufactured shoes for college students. Everyday shoes at low price, which can be worn daily. He needs connections. Okay, great. Okay. He needs connections for e-commerce, construction, marketing, and product placement. So you need connections to do the company pretty much here, Joe. But let's see here, pal.
I'd like to be a part of the show because I've been in the shoe and apparel business for the last 7 to 8 years. Started out as me just being a broke kid who wanted to wear the nice Jordans and the nice basketball shoes, and been through the ups and downs. I've been through lootings, been through consignment, been through every way of selling, and I think my knowledge as a buyer within the shoe world is basically.
He just said he's been through lootings and he's been through consignments and every other way of selling. I don't think looting is a way of selling, Joe, but okay.
Unmatched, and I think I'm a top tier merchandiser. That's what I'm currently studying. So I'm a student right now, and I operate 4 businesses. So I do Flip in Chicago, I do Amazon FBA, I do student oriented custom sneaker, and then I also do clothing as well. Would love to hear back, and would love to explain my journey. Love you, John. Peace.
Thanks, man. No, that was actually a great dude, and he's who I love following me on Instagram. He's out there with multiple businesses, trying to put himself in the right room with the right people and continue to grow. He's out there freaking grinding. I don't know what I would do with him on this thing. Makes me think of the freaking Macklemore song "Thrift Shop." Every time I was like, damn, he got the Velcros. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would do to help this guy. We're gonna put Joe down as a maybe, though, Joe, and I appreciate you, man. All right, Luca Ratarak. I probably messed up your name there, buddy. Sorry. Last month, the total income was $3,000. It's scalable and simple by summer. I plan to have 2 trucks working with 4 guys total. I want to partner with you because I need someone who has experience in a platform. To have someone who knows the inner workings of business would be a game changer. I am very good at closing deals, building trust, and making work fast and efficient. This is the junk removal and moving industry, and I believe Luca's a young man. I'm almost positive because I think his aunt or uncle maybe DM'd me saying that they gave it to their nephew. So let's see what you got to say here, Luca.
Hey John, I'm Luca Ratark. I'm 17 and I live in Wilmette. I play 3 varsity sports, and I'm going to be your new business partner and a multimillionaire.
So by the way, he said he lives in Wilmette and he's wearing a New Trier High School sweatshirt. That's a very rich area of Chicago. The fact that a 17-year-old's out here grinding like this, that is more than likely from a very well-to-do family, is impressive.
A quote I like is, to be the best, you have to learn from the best. And that's you, John. You're the best. It's 6 o'clock on a Monday, and I'm about to meet a client to secure a big deal. My business, it's a moving and junk removal company. I started it a couple months ago, and it's been growing exponentially. I work after school and on weekends. I want to partner with you and grow it into the next big thing, like 2 guys in 1 truck. Right now, I post on Nextdoor, Facebook, and I work my connections in real estate and construction. I just bought my biggest investment so far, this truck. John, I need you to be my business partner, but I also think you need me. I'm ready to learn. I'm young, and I'm ready to kick some ass. Thank you.
If I bring him in, I'm asking, what exactly do I need you for there, Luca? But I will say, I think I can compliment you on a lot of what you're doing. My biggest thing with this is going to be, I don't want to rob the kid, right? It sounds like he has a good business going on right now, and he's already doing good things. So for me to be involved, I'd want to bring enough to the table that he's able to handle. I bring all my resources and connections to the table. He's still in high school, and he can't manage it. I don't want the kid to drop out of high school for this, right? So I think we bring him in for a conversation on what that looks like, but super impressive kid. And we'll go from there. All right, Luca, we're going to put as a yes. All right, Nicholas Brown. He needs a partner to bring the company to another level. It's a made in America brand looking to keep everything in the USA and branch into golf and hunting clothes. All right, let's watch this, Nick.
My name is Nick Brown. I'm from Constitutional Clothing Brand. I'm from Chicago, and I need a partner to bring my company to another level. It's a made in America brand, e-commerce. I use drop shipping at the moment. I like manufacturing. And I'd like to find the textiles to create my own hoodie and t-shirts and have everything made in America. I'd like to branch into golf, and hunting clothing as well. So I need a partner to bring me to another level. I have 2 W-2s, so I'd like at least a 2,000% raise, but I don't want to give away the company. So let's work something out, John. Thanks.
He goes, I'd like a 2,000% raise, but I don't want to give away the company. And really the only thing he said I could offer him is capital. So I'm trying to stay away from deals like that right now, Nick. But I love the fact that you're an all-American brand, and I feel like there's going to be a movement back in that direction, Nick. I feel like 10, 15 years ago, keep it in America was kind of the thing, and then it became maybe less trendy or less popular. And I feel like we're headed that direction again. So I think your timing's good. Just not looking to get in any deals right now, where my only thing to offer you is capital, which it would be for that, unfortunately. So best of luck. All right, Tom Frawley, credit card merchandising, independent sales component for an end-to-end credit card processing company. Would like to partner with you to build a book of business that pays monthly residual. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to watch this. I got to tell you guys, these credit card processing companies, I'm not going to say there's a dime a dozen, but it's a low barrier of entry. And there are people out there without college degrees, without high school degrees, making a ton of money in that space. I've avoided it personally because I feel like the value proposition becomes simply lowest guy wins. What's your value proposition? That I'm going to save you money. I just hate being in an environment when it's the race to zero in terms of fees. And that's what this is, unfortunately, from my limited experience looking at it. But let's take a look.
Hey, John, this is Tom Frawley in Chicago, far northwest side kid. I live in Edison Park. I'm really excited about your content, your videos. I just recently started following you a couple of weeks ago. I'd like to see if we can have a serious discussion and partner together. I have a way to make you a business partner of mine to get you an extra stream of monthly residual income, passive monthly residual income, for as long as we keep helping each other out. I'm looking for leads. I have been selling credit card processing, and I know that's got a bad stigma. However, I've been doing it for 20 years, and I just recently signed an agent agreement with a company out of Tampa, Florida, that has built a better mousetrap. And I've never been more excited about what these guys are doing, and it takes all the guesswork out. And it's really, really a slick program that takes care of the business owner, and instead of screwing them like a lot of the charlatans in my business have.
This guy's winning me over right now. I'm going to tell you right now, I almost didn't watch the video. This shit has no fucking chance. And he's kind of saying all the right shit right now, I ain't going to lie.
I've got a great reputation in the business, but there's a few other things that I'd like to discuss that sets us apart. I think we could really help each other out.
So I worked in insurance, and acknowledging that people are predators in insurance to a client, acknowledging that exists, takes the defense and the guard down from the potential client, a potential person you're trying to partner with. All right? By saying, yes, I know that exists, but I'm not him. It's basically what Tim or Tom, I think I called him Tim and his name's Tom. That's huge. That's huge. If nothing else, learn sales skills from this guy. I don't know how comfortable he's going to be coming onto the show, though, to explain what this better mousetrap is. But I'm thinking we might have to look into that.
Left that big job in my 20s to become an entrepreneur. Everyone said I would fail, but I got winner in my core. Sold my company to private equity and the money poured. I got millions times galore. Not bad for a kid from Schaumburg, right? 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000 self-made, ballin' filthy paid. Gave myself a raise, left the naysayers amazed. When I went